review for you. Very excited to share this one. It's called Colors of the West by Molly Hashimoto. I found this book in a bookstore on Orcas Island in the San Juan Islands in the Salish Sea, Puget Sound area of Western Washington. And I was flipping through it in the bookstore and it instantly stole my heart because it is an entire book of Molly Hashimoto's watercolor sketches of national parks and monuments in the western half of the United States. That's this whole book. And as a kid, I grew up visiting a lot of those national parks and monuments with my family, exploring them, appreciating just the beauty and the variety. And Molly Hashimoto is just this amazing artist. She has taught sketching at, I think, the North Cascades National Park. You may have seen her artwork on cards and calendars. But in this book, she shares how, as an artist, she had been an artist for a while, and then she got captivated by the idea of painting on-site, outdoors, in these national parks and wild public lands, and capturing the beauty and the experience of that and how valuable it is. So this whole book is a collection of her paintings, inspiration, a few tips and ideas, a little bit of history lesson here and there. And so I'm going to share this book with you today. We are going to go ahead and dive in and look at this beautiful book together. So at the beginning part of the book, she talks a bit about her process, what got her into sketching and painting in this way, how she got connected with the national parks and monuments. And then she does share some of the tools that she keeps in her art kit, watercolor paints that she uses, how she mixes them, why she chooses the paints that she does. And this is really helpful because this is what's so cool about this book, is that the entire book is grouped together in color sections. So as she is going through and sharing her sketches and paintings of different national parks and monuments, they're grouped under unified color themes in that environment. So for example, green, and then this is a sketch from North Cascades National Park, Diablo Lake up there. It's this beautiful turquoise blue. And she shares little color swatches that kind of make up the palette of that environment. And she does that throughout the whole book with all these different parks. So it's a beautiful way to look at national parks and wild lands through this lens of color groupings. Really, really fun. And then throughout the book, she also has these sections where she shares techniques and ideas. So it's kind of like one part coffee table book where you get to look at these beautiful images, but then she's also sharing ideas and tips that if you're inspired and you want to try this process, sketching and painting this way, here's some ways to do it. And these are scattered throughout the book. Really, really lovely. And then what's also fun is she adds some little mini history lessons in here. She highlights different artists who themselves in past years or centuries have painted or sketched the wild places of the West and how their art impacted maybe the preservation of those lands or introducing people to these places. And this is really fun because I've never heard of Abby Hill, and then after reading this was just curious to learn more about her experiences. And so there's several of these artist kind of vignettes throughout the book that just add to that richness of learning. And so then the whole book, it is these color sections. This is gold, so all the sketches and the paintings in here, national monuments where gold is a dominant color in the landscape. It's just beautiful. You really get these beautiful glimpses and looks at our parks and the wildlife in such a different way. I love when she shares these color swatches, kind of like the colors of that landscape, capturing wildlife as it's moving and just painting animals and birds in their environment. And so the whole book goes through all of these parks and monuments. So if national parks is something that is just dear to your heart, you've traveled there, or you love the wildlife and beauty of nature of the western half of the United States, I so recommend this book. It would be a beautiful gift to anyone, or even just to yourself. So Molly Hashimoto, Colors of the West, highly recommend it.